Rich and simple French onion soup. Before we get started, let's gather our ingredients. For this recipe, you'll need half a cup unsalted butter, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 4 cups sliced yellow onions, 5 cups of beef broth, 2 tablespoons dry sherry, 1 teaspoon dried thyme, salt and pepper to taste, 4 slices of French bread, 4 slices of provolone cheese, 2 slices of Swiss cheese, diced, a 1/4 cup grated Parmesan cheese. Now that we have everything we need, let's get cooking. First things first, let's talk about what makes French onion soup so special. It all starts with the onions. Slice them thinly and cook them slowly in butter and olive oil until they're melt in your mouth, tender and lightly caramelized. This process takes some time, but it's worth it. The caramelized onions are the backbone of this soup, giving it a deep, rich flavor that can't be beat. Next up, you'll add the beef broth and a splash of dry sherry to the pot. The sherry adds a subtle sweetness and depth of flavor that really takes this soup to the next level. Throw in the dried thyme, salt, and pepper, and let everything simmer together for about 30 minutes. Your kitchen will be filled with the most incredible aroma, and your taste buds will be dancing with anticipation. Now, let's talk about the best part of French onion soup, the cheesy toast on top. Traditionally, this soup is served with a slice of crusty French bread that's been topped with melted cheese and broiled until bubbly and golden brown. In this recipe, we're using a combination of provolone, Swiss, and Parmesan cheeses, but feel free to experiment with your favorites. Gruyere is another classic choice that works beautifully. To assemble the soup, ladle it into oven-safe bowls and place a slice of bread on top of each one. You can break the bread into pieces if you prefer, but I like to keep it whole for a more impressive presentation. Layer on the cheeses, pop the bowls under the broiler for a few minutes, and get ready to experience pure bliss. When you take that first spoonful, you'll be greeted with a harmony of flavors and textures that's simply irresistible. The tender onions, savory broth, and gooey cheese all work together to create a dish that's both comforting and sophisticated. It's no wonder that French onion soup has been a beloved classic for generations. But the best part about this recipe? It's surprisingly easy to make at home. You don't need any fancy equipment or hard-to-find ingredients. Just a few pantry staples, some patience, and a love of good food. Plus, it's a great way to impress your friends and family with your culinary skills. If you have any leftover soup, you can easily store it in the fridge for a few days. Just leave out the bread and cheese, and reheat the soup on the stove when you're ready to enjoy it again. So there you have it, a rich, simple, and utterly delicious French onion soup that you can make right in your own kitchen. Give this recipe a try, and let us know how it turns out. Thank you for joining us today. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content.